Yeah, Brick Hill's going to help him.
And regardless of what Bull says, he's just going to burn the body.
All right. Well, I mean, he's an old peg-legged man. You can't really do anything about it. So he waits impatiently.
Those green diamonds have waited this long.
Yes,
Yes, very true.
they'll
I'm gonna
still
help
be
him
there.
out. I'm gonna help Uhtred out so we can try and get it done as quickly as possible, though.
That's a good
I'll make
idea.
sure. I'll make sure Rosia has her food, and I'll just kind of stick around.
Brickhill looks towards Vul and goes, "Well, it would seem since we've lost another party member, we have been giving a blessing of a new one here. Maybe you should make the deal with her and have her come with us."
Well, it would be unwise for her not to come with. The hyena men will surely come back. Will you join us, warrior?
Say there are undead in this place?
Undead? Yeah, all kinds of undead. Is that what you're looking for?
If there are undead that reside in this place, then as a paladin, I must see through to destroying them. I will come with you.
Ah, excellent. Yes, nobody likes undead. Those undead, too, had a strange green glow in their eyes. I've never seen anything like that before. Have you, Panesta?
Well, yes, I have. We told you about it.
No, I mean outside of this place.
Outside of this place.
Yes, you told
Yes.
us about the... Yes.
The werewolf man. Remember? We warned you.
Oh,
Who had the green
yes.
amphora.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you know, an old man, my mind is slipping.
I'd like to use sense lie. Kidding.
Hey, she's got a better
Oh,
memory than all of us.
Don't think we need to use sense lie. He is lying.
He's no man. He doesn't remember anything. Don't be like that. All right, so you have your funeral. The hyena men do not seem to bother you. You know, in the few hours that takes.
We did slaughter a few of their kin, so I mean,
Indeed.
they might stay away.
Yeah. Or seek revenge. I mean, who knows? It's hard to say at this point, but you know, we'll play it by ear. So yeah,
I'm going to, Panessa had mentioned a flamethrower. I'm going to get it and see if Uhtred will carry it on his back down with us.
Uhtred will just grunt and strap it on his back.
oh, it's quite heavy. You're going to 100% be encumbered, and being encumbered by the flamethrower, it will reduce your armor class or make it worse by 1. And it also drops your movement by 10. So just keep that in mind.
I mean, it's up to you guys, but I don't know what we're going to encounter down there. I don't know if you think it's a smart idea or not, if we're going to encumber Uhtred.
Well, I was just going to carry it down. I wasn't going to wear it the whole way down there, or wear it while I was down there. We can lower it down, I suppose.
I thought the old man here said that he was going to disguise the mules.
He will, as soon as we're ready to go down. He said it only lasts a little bit.
Would your care not be safe while they're disguised? Or
I'm thinking that the flamethrower might be useful.
That, and there's no use in taking chances. We should, even though that the old man says he can do what he can do, we should still prepare to take some things down in case it fails.
Sure.
Sinesta will go over to Ruzia and say, "Look, I know I don't know you very well, but this guy is mad. He is insane. He's being driven insane by these green diamonds he's looking for. I feel this very strongly. So just be very, very careful with what he tells you."
Green diamonds, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. You mentioned something about someone under the effects of lyanthropy. Were they in cahoots with these diamonds as well?
They were driven mad as well by what I'm thinking is very, very similar substance, if not the exact same thing.
See,
But don't worry about him. He's taken care of.
well, I must let you know ahead of time if these diamonds have a presence of evil about them, I will be forced to destroy them.
Well, we might all be forced to do things with these diamonds. We'll see. Just know that they can have strange effects on your mind.
Thank you for letting me know.
Mm-hmm.
So Uhtred, looking at the flamethrower, will look at the group. I will wear this and carry it, but warn you, it will hinder me greatly.
Yeah, what is your strength? Let me just check, because actually you are quite strong. Let me just
18.
make sure. Yeah, it weighs 65 pounds. Let's see. You have an 18 strength. I mean, you already have a bunch of crap on, of course. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Well, but you can carry up to 125 pounds without being encumbered. What kind of armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
Yeah, you're probably encumbered with it. I'm not going to do all the math, but I think you would be. You'd be close, though. If you, gave up most of your gear and just wore your armor, shield, the flamethrower, and your sword, and didn't carry anything else, I'll say you're not encumbered. But you can't carry anything else, like rope or anything. You'd have to give that to everybody else. So if you want to do that, you can do.
He
That's up
will
to you.
fit the definition of a tank.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be right at the edge if you do that, because by the time, because chainmail itself weighs. Actually, let me just check. Chainmail itself weighs. There's no weight for it here. Figures it's not a thing. I think I'm going to say that yeah. I'm not going to bother looking it up. I'm just going to say that's the case. If you want to not have any other equipment besides your shield, your sword, your armor, and the flamethrower, you will not be encumbered. But you can't carry rope or anything like that. So everybody else will have to do that stuff. It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can be encumbered.
We don't have to. We don't. I mean, this was just an idea. If nobody else wants to carry the flamethrower, we don't have to.
Well, we should at least take it down and hide it down there where the hyena men cannot find it.
It kind of sounds like I'm the only one that could wield it anyway.
Yeah. Everybody else is going to be encumbered just by having it at all, yeah.
Oh, what the hell? It's my last night. I'll carry it.
I don't want to use a flamethrower, guys. Come on. All right, yeah, you put this giant flamethrower on your back. Spread out the rest of the gear, I guess. Vul is looking very impatient as he's staring off towards where the hyena men came from. He says, are we ready?
I mean, if you would trust her, Rosia would offer to carry your backpack. I mean, she has nothing on her. She has a backpack, but it has nothing in it.
Uhtred will give all his belongings to Panesta.
Who is now encumbered.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't take them all.
It's just the backpack and stuff. It can stay up here. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys sort that out, however you want to do it. Vul is looking impatiently, as I said, and then when he sees that you're ready, he pulls. Now he's got his robes on again. He's not wearing the loincloth.
I was just about to ask if he was still.
Oh no, it's cold up here. It's freezing. I mean, I'm assuming everybody put their stuff on, so we didn't have to go through that. Yeah, he pulls up.
Uhtred will take his shield and he'll dig a hole with his shield in the sand and bury his belongings in the sand.
Okay. Do you want to do it by the mules?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Yeah, so you come back from doing that, and he pulls out this book, and he starts incanting in a strange language. And you look, and you're kind of looking towards the mules, and your eyes kind of become cloudy for a second. You maybe blink a couple times, and you look to where the mules were, and you just see some cacti. And he says, they told me on the internet forums not to take that spell. Screw them. and then he, as he uses mass morph, and he changes the mules into trees. Well, supposedly, So he says, So close to my life's work. I don't know if you know what it's like, Panesta, to have worked your whole life towards something and then have it so close. It's exhilarating. There's like a little sparkle in his eyes.
I'm sure it is. Well, hopefully we can get you what you need.
Oh, yes. I hope with only 5 mules we'll be able to carry them all back. Who knows how many green diamonds could be here?
We might not be able to take them all.
Oh, no. We should take them all, for sure. We will take them. You'll find a way. I have faith in you. You're very smart.
You're gonna be like 2 or 3.
Come, let us go. And he looks to you to help him down.
Okay.
I mean, you as a group. I mean, not necessarily you as Vanessa. Assuming that you go back down, I'm just going to kind of narrate through this, if that's okay. Nothing. Well, actually, let me just see if anything exciting happens. Nope. So you head down through the. I have you on the right page, right? Where you can see the side sweeper map. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So you head down through the hole. You lower him down. He's got his peg leg and cane, and he's kind of going along as you guys light up some torches or whatever, and start moving towards down the slope. Into that kind of natural cavern that's been smoothed out with the big chunks set in so that wagons can be pulled up back in the day. To that first pit where it says number 3 there. You lower yourselves down, the ropes that you had set up there past the kind of rusted iron spikes that are in the wall that people, in the days of past use as a ladder, down into the room where it is now the final resting place of Kassan. You move down a further slope to the rusty iron portcullis, which is pulled open only a few feet, or 1 foot actually, right? And get on your bellies and slither underneath it into the space where the rotten corpses of the Vikings possessed possessed with undead were. And down finally that final shaft. And when you get down down into this area number 6, if you recall, it is quite hot or warm, and you use caution since you've already slipped one time to make your way down through area 7, which is like a slippery slope with puddles, and by the time you get down into the area which is marked 8 here, it is quite warm. So warm, in fact, that if you're wearing any kind of metal armor, it is just uncomfortable beyond belief. And let me move you into the proper map. So if you are wearing metal armor, go ahead and make a test of Constitution. Oh, and if you if you choose to not take your furs off. And Vul, of course, is immediately stripping down to his loincloth. He's like, the warmth is good on my old bones. And he kind of strips down. He says, yeah, anybody who's wearing metal armor or anything heavy like that, you're going to be
It's a D6 crystal.
D6
Not
roll.
bad.
Yep. Test of Constitution.
I made it. I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to roll.
Sure.
Don't want to roll a D20 for that. It'll be hard.
Yeah.
That'll be the
Yeah, I
one,
made it.
that'll be the one time you did make it, though. That's the funny part.
Yeah. Like Nat 1.
I failed the first one.
Okay. The first one, as if we're going to give you more.
Well, if there was, I thought there was 2 last time, so I don't know.
Yeah, there were. No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, so you get very, very hot. Effects of heat. Here we go.
Danielle, out
Yep.
of curiosity, does Uhtred know how to use the flamethrower?
Yeah, I think you guys worked it out already. I think Podesta showed everybody how to use it, so you know how to use it. You basically point it. She did that. She said, take this end, point it towards the bad guy, and push this button.
Was there hit point damage or anything from failing?
Yes. If you fail your test of Constitution, I did it wrong last time. You must make a test of Constitution once per hour. An armored PC makes these tests at a penalty. Oh, you should be at penalty. That's all right. I'm not. It's your first time, so I'm not going to worry about it. Failure indicates PCs. You have the stunned condition.
Oh, so
Which means it's going to be easier to hit you. You can continue exerting yourself, but you're now moving at half. And then you're going to have to, if you don't strip down, you're going to have to make an extraordinary feat of Constitution the next time, or else you'll collapse from exhaustion.
Oh, fuck.
So you're not doing very well right now in this heat. Yeah.
Oh, the only thing I can do is take off my armor. That's gonna be painful.
Oh, you don't need your armor there?
Yeah. Well, I definitely don't need to be passing out and needing to be drugged around either. So
Well, that's
I'm
true.
gonna go ahead and take off the chainmail first. Studded. Wait a minute. Hold on.
What's that?
I have studded armor,
Oh,
so I don't
Okay.
even need to take one, do I?
yeah, everybody has to make
I'm-
one. Eventually, but not the first time. So you don't have to make it yet, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Vanessa to take off her fur cloak again and roll it up and stuff.
Yeah, if you take off your heavy furs and stuff, you're fine. Unless you're wearing metal armor, then you have to make it the first time. But next time you'll have to make it.
I don't think does studded count as metal because it's just
Nope.
rivet.
No,
No.
I'm wearing studded leather too.
Yeah,
no,
me
no,
too.
no. Heavy armor. So yeah, that's light armor. You guys have the heaviest of the light armor. So scale, chain, laminate, or anything beyond that, you'd have to make the test. And if you passed, you're fine for now, but you'll have to continue to make them. So you pull off your heavy furs and stuff, and you find yourself. I put it in roll 20. You find yourself in this cavern. There's that building that was infested with evil. That Brickild had examined and warned you away from. Number 9, that it would be. 10 is that giant lake that we where that's where the heat's coming from. It's like a hot spring. There's just like steam coming off of it because it's so hot. Over to the far right, I'll ping it. I don't know how to change the color of that. I know you said before it was black, so it's hard to see, but that is an iron door that you couldn't get through because it was locked. Over here was number 11, where it was the doors that were closed but not locked with the warning written upon them. And though when they were opened, a poison gas took the life of your comrade. Now you're looking in there and you see a spiral staircase going up into the darkness. So what are you guys doing? If there's something you forgot or you need more explanation, just let me know. I'm just doing an overview.
Yeah, for some reason I seem, and I could be wrong, so you guys correct me, but I seem to remember it was that the one we wanted to go through was that door to the right where we came in and you just circle around. Well, hold on, I forgot. I can just do
Yep.
it.
Yes,
Like,
that
Up
I
there?
Yep.
yeah, I thought that was the door we wanted to go through, but changed our mind because we were so beat up.
Well, you couldn't get through it because it was locked and you don't have anybody to pick a lock.
Yeah, it was
So
like
without
a
a
heavy
key.
secured door. There wasn't any way to get through it.
That was why
Yeah.
we didn't go through the door. Okay. I
Yeah,
remember-
without a key or somebody able to pick locks, that door would be virtually impossible to get through, unless you want to bring tools down to chip away and stuff.
Only had this movie.
Yeah, and that's just a very plain kind of iron door. The other door was more elaborate and had written in Ixian, which was very kindly interpreted for you by Fool. And it said, "He who enters the private quarters of Lord Karas Thanos, we'll call him, will be made to suffer an unspeakable curse." And of course, the doors were opened and the barbarian fell.
So here's a question. Back at door 11, we've
That's where
opened
you
the
are.
door and
Yeah.
the poison's come through, right?
That's correct.
So right now it's just an open door with a spiral staircase.
That is correct.
So if I walk over there, can I feel like as I get closer to the door, if I like put my hands out, if there's something, oh, never mind. We already determined all the heat's coming from the area 10, didn't we?
Yes, in fact, right. You can actually feel the heat being vented through this door up. You can actually feel like like when it's warm in one place and cool in another, the air just starts moving. You can actually feel the air moving through this through and up these stairs. And also, just so you know, because I don't think I made it super clear last time, because it was a terrible scene, is when the doors opened, the poison gas, it it was like a double door, and when you opened it, the poison gas shot out of the open parts of the door. So you can clearly see where the gas shot out of, and the door is open right now. So you don't think it was a pressure plate or anything. You saw exactly where it came from.
Okay.
Are there any round rocks, like baseball-sized rocks in the ground around here?
Sure.
Sure. Uhtred will pick one up and kind of. You said there's a stairway through that doorway now, right?
Spiral
Well, he'll
stairs
pick up-
going up.
He'll pick up one of those round rock, and he'll just kind of throw it to kind of as far as up the stairs as he can see, with the hopes of that it'll roll back down again, just to see if it's sets off anything else.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So you toss the rock up. It's a spiral stair, so you kind of like hook it like around the corner, and you hear like clunk clunk clunk, and then doom 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 doom. It rolls back down. It doesn't make it all the way to the bottom, of course, but you see it come back around.
All right. That's good.
It makes a lot of noise, of course.
Sure. Uhtred will start going up the stairs.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so let's just redo our. So Uhtred's first. Who's going second? Because now Hala's not there anymore.
I mean, Rosiah definitely wants to be towards the front. I mean, that's where her place is.
Okay, so Rosiah.
In
Okay,
Brigfield, I guess.
Then Brighild, and then Penesta, then Vul, then Ultan. Because I know that Penesta wanted Vul right behind her.
Yeah, right.
As far as torches, right now, the way you had it before, actually by the end, Penesta had a torch and Ultan had a torch. But if you do that this time, you're not going to be able to see anything because this is a very small path. Somebody up front's going to have a torch if you want to be able to see.
You mean the end of my flamethrower isn't lit?
No, that would be amazing. No, it's Amazonian, no, Atlantean magic.
No, I'll carry a torch for now.
Okay.
I still have my shield, so I'll be carrying a torch for now in my sword arm.
Okay, fair enough. So you got a torch. So then, does Prenesta and Ultan both want to carry a torch, or neither, or what?
I mean, I'll carry a torch.
Okay.
It's fine.
So then I mean, I don't think Ultan needs to unless he really wants to. That should be enough light for y'all. Vul would carry a torch, but he's struggling going up the stairs.
Yes.
I'm kind of envisioning Uhtred with his shield in his left hand and kind of supporting the wand of his flamethrower on top of his shield, kind of. So he has like the shield in front of him and the wand kind of on top of it.
Okay, fair enough.
So now he looks like a tank.
Yeah, you're working at the stage of the flamethrower out. There'll be a rat.
Anybody hungry?
Yeah, I mean, this is a massive area effect damage doing weapon. I mean, you would definitely know that because I think Penesta rolled pretty good on it. And plus, I think also Vul told you guys about the flamethrower because he knew about it as well. And he's very good about giving information. All right,
yeah.
so you head up the stairs about 40 feet or so, and you see the stairway continues, but there's actually a door here as well. It's a kind of a standard. The door's metal, but it's not like super heavy duty like the ones you saw down at the bottom. It's just kind of like a iron door. It looks like it has like a it doesn't even have a lock on it. It just has like a handle. Or you could proceed past it and go further up if you want.
Uhtred will keep going up unless if somebody tells him to stop.
Okay. All right. So slowly but surely, you each pass this door on your way further up to the top.
I'm gonna stop and listen at it, even though I'm not a thief.
Okay. I mean, are you
You're
sure
gonna come
you're
all
not?
the way to the front.
Well, no, he said
No.
everybody's passing the door, so as I pass the door, I'm gonna stop and listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uhtred kept going. So Ultan's in the back. You stop for a minute to listen. Before the party gets too far away from you. Vul probably stops with you, and probably taps from Podesta too, because he likes to have people on both sides of him. You don't hear anything. It sounds quiet in there. I mean, you hear footsteps, obviously, of you guys walking up the stairs. That's all. That maybe it's because it's hard to hear, or maybe because there's no sound. Who knows?
Well,
But it
if Bull
sounds quiet.
stopped me, I actually do have discern noise. If he stopped me, I have 5 out of 12.
Oh, you want to walk down and listen as well? Okay.
If he stopped me.
Yeah. He touches you.
Ew.
Wow. Poor Vul. He has beautiful green eyes. Yeah, so you listen at the door. It's quiet.
Yeah, but
All you
she's
can
seen him
really-
in a
Everybody has seen him in the thing he's wearing it right now.
I shrug at Ultan and say, let's just, if Uhtred's we have to stay with the group.
No, I agree. I just wanted to check. We'll look into it on the way back down.
I mean,
Sorry, I
hope
rolled.
nobody follows us up the stairs.
I rolled.
Yes,
I rolled
yes.
a d6. But odd was up, and even was go through the door. So I rolled a 1, so we went up.
I
No,
just
that's fine.
looked at the nest and
You
said,
did the right
we'll
thing.
check it on the way down.
Yeah. Vol sits for a second. And he goes, "Yeah, I don't think they'd put the diamonds in there. That doesn't seem very secure. They must be up higher." And he turns, and you can just see this like little glint in his eye from the torch as he starts to head up again.
Just keep an watch him, Ultan.
All right, so you go another 20 or so feet up, Uhtred, and you find yourself in a... Oh, I have a new map. I have a map for you. I think this is the right one.
Bull is secretly dungeon master,
Yeah.
right? From
Yes, exactly. Okay. I think I did this right. If I didn't, then I don't know. Can you see it? The little
A
room?
little
Yes,
room.
I can see the little room.
Yar.
Okay. Yeah, so you are
Okay.
looking at you come up the top of the spiral stairs and you're in a small room. It's like maybe, 15 foot by about 10 foot. There are doors on both sides of you. Let's see what this says here. How does a dragon fit there? No, that's right. No, just kidding. So there's a 10-foot arch ceiling. On the ceiling, you kind of hold your torch up and look. You can see on the ceiling there's like a grate. It's only about a foot square, and you can just feel like the hot air coming past you and going up through this grate. You can see that on either side of you are doors. On the right-hand side, which would be the east side, is an iron door. It looks like a pretty heavy-duty iron door, but nothing like the one that was down at the bottom. But definitely like better than the one you saw there. And it does have a lock and a handle on it. To the left, the door is made of bronze, and it is carved with various hieroglyphs. One of which you immediately, of course, make out because you've seen it many times before. You see the hieroglyph of a snake. It's an erect cobra.
Would I recognize this symbol?
Yeah, it's generally a depiction of the god Yig.
Yig.
Yeah.
I mean, is Yig an evil god, like one that you'd sacrifice to and such?
I don't know. You're a paladin. You should know that.
That's what I'm
No.
saying.
Well,
Uh,
Ig is actually is chaotic, I believe. I'm actually not sure. Let me just quickly do a quick check here. I believe that Ig is chaotic. Yeah. No gods are evil; they're gods.
right.
But I believe that Yig is a god of chaos. Let me just quickly check that to make sure. But any other questions or anything while we're... Let's see, table of contents.
The cobra.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys eventually all get up. It's pretty tight in this room as you all kind of gather up and you're looking around. And at this room, you can see, let's see, religions.
Uhtred's breathing a bit heavy going up those stairs carrying this.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You're almost right encumbered. You're like just close.
There.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah, you've seen. Remember, you acquired, took, came across, however you want to say it, that gem that was on the tongue of a statue of Yig at the bottom, if you remember.
So
Yig is a deity of
Ultan-
law. I'm shocked.
Oh, is it? No, so Yig,
Yeah.
Yig is lawful, or lawful.
Well,
So,
he's a deity of law associated with snakes, reptiles, sorcery, necromancy, resurrection, and reincarnation.
What page is that on?
110.
yeah.
He's
110.
said to manifest as an enormous python.
Yep.
Hot.
Yeah.
Ah, I passed right over it.
So yeah.
Especially Ixians.
Yeah, it's an Ixian thing. You've seen a lot of Ixian writing here. Although it was interesting because Vul was had thought maybe that the Atlanteans had worshipped Ig because it was unclear what Atlanteans generally worship, but you've definitely seen a lot of Ixian writing. And he says so now. He says, this is very interesting with all this Ixian writing. And Yig. Who knew the Ixians came this deep into the desert? I wonder if they came and killed the Atlanteans. That seems unusual, though. As we found the flamethrower as well. Ah, such history. But I don't... where are the diamonds, though?
While we're standing there, I'm kind of standing in the center. I'm gonna close my eyes and take a second and concentrate and use sense evil. I don't know if it necessarily goes through like doors and stuff, but it says up to 60 feet. So I want to see if I sense any kind of undead around or anything like that, if I'm able to.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Brickyard wants to. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Tony. You're fine.
Brickyard wants to take her spear, tip of her spear, and she's going to reach up to that grate that's in the ceiling just to see if it's loose. Like if you just barely push it, does it push up or does it seem to be locked or secured in?
You think that it was probably like at one point was pretty secure, but over the years, with all the moisture and stuff, it's limestone. If you hit it a couple times, you could see that you could move it. It won't fall on your head per se, but you definitely could move it.
And how wide is it?
About 1 foot.
So, I mean, we couldn't fit through it then.
Yeah, probably not, unless Pernesta has any more of those diminution potions.
I do have one, yes.
Yeah, but you definitely know when you push it with that if it's been opened recently, it's been a long time because there was a decent amount of like little bits of limestone that fall off of it, so it was kind of like sealed a bit.
That's what she was trying to figure to see if there was anything could come through it or been through it recently.
Yeah.
Uhtred would turn to Vul. Which way?
Well, it would seem to make sense that the door that is most dressed with magic would be protected. Let me see if there's any traps on this door. And he of magical nature, and he kind of like moves up to it and puts his hand on it. You get kind of a dirty feeling from the room, Crystal, Rizia. Like you can sense that something's a bit off. Not necessarily like hardcore demon, but definitely not good.
Okay. And like, but from the doors, like neither particularly seem worse than the other. Just the room in general.
No, the room that's the direction of the brass door, the one that he's saying to go, bronze door, the one he's saying to go through.
Okay, so from
okay, so the room to the left. He actually puts his hand on the door. He starts to shiver a little bit. He says, "Oh, it's not quite as warm up here."
Yeah.
And he reaches down and pulls his cloak up and so that he's no longer in a loincloth. and then he says, "No, the door has no magic cast upon it." And then he kind of steps back and he looks a bit exhausted, having cast the spell that he cast. Go ahead, Chris.
Sorry. Yeah. Rizia will say, well, I don't sense anything good coming from that direction. Are you sure? It feels odd.
Perhaps there are more of those beasts in there, Rule says, and he kind of backs up and he says, "Be sure to be careful. I wouldn't want to see any of you fall. We've lost enough."
What's the ground like? Like, could I plant my torch into the ground?
No, it's limestone.
Okay.
You could set it on the ground, but it's stone.
If I set it on the ground, it'll still be lit, right?
Yeah, if you put it down on the ground, it'll stay lit for a while. It'll burn out faster than it would if you had it in your hand, but it won't go out. If you drop it, it might go up. But if you put it on the ground, it'll stay lit.
Okay, so she'll put it down, like, just kind of by the door a little bit, like for when it opens, like, and she'll pull her sword and she'll say, we should be ready for whatever's behind there, and she'll like look at Ohtred and give a nod for him to be ready with that thing of his.
This seems like a good time to make that other test of Constitution check for anybody who is in heavy armor.
I just said it was colder up here.
It's a little bit.
I failed.
Got a 1.
Yeah, you feel a little bit off. You're not going to be. You'll be a little slowed. It doesn't really affect you beyond that, though. At this point, if you failed, you're just a little bit. You're a little bit winded from going up the stairs with the heat, but it is a little bit cooler. So probably hanging out here would help you maybe. But you can see, Vul spends a minute or two, and then he looks and you can see him. He looks at the door. He says, "We should get the diamonds. Remember the hyena men. They'll come back soon. I don't know how long my spell will trick them." And he reaches into his cloak and he pulls forth that wand that he had before, and he stands back.
Have you prepared yourself for the fact the diamonds may have been looted already?
No, they're here. They're
You
here.
sure? Okay.
The fates would not do that to me. I am in their hands. I guess as we all are.
So
All right.
Uhtred's hands are kind of full, so he's gonna kind of gesture at the group and like someone needs to open that.
Yeah, I have a big shield and sword in my hand as well, so.
Nobody wants to open the door.
I had to put my torch down if you want me to open the door.
All right, Uhtred will. I'm going to assume that the flamethrower is kind of like one of the packs from the Ghostbusters, right? And so the wand just kind of clips into the back, so he has a free hand and he opens the door.
Yeah, it's just like Ghostbusters. That's literally exactly what it's like.
Right.
It's a big cockroach.
All right, let's see. You open up into.
He'll hold his breath.
Oh yeah. Holding your breath. Oh.
Actually, doing what I do at work, when I transfer power from commercial to backup power, they tell you to hold your breath just in case you get shocked.
Oh. Why is
All right,
that?
random
So you
thing.
don't,
Well, if you
so you
get
don't swallow
shocked,
your tongue.
well, if you get shocked, the first thing your body's reaction is going to do is to breathe in deep, and if there's flames, they don't want you inhaling flames.
Oh, that's super interesting. There are no flames here. You open the door, and you see a room that has a long description. So get ready. But I'll give you the short answer here. This room is essentially a giant hexagon, right? Octagon. And each of the walls, except for the wall that you just came in from, or at least you're not sure because the door is open, has in the center of it what appears to be a mirror. The mirrors are about 5 foot wide. They are silver, wrapped. On either side of each mirror are these beautiful velvet red curtains. Well, they were beautiful. Now they're moth-eaten or moldy and eaten up by whatever. They're gross. The floor of the room, the ceiling of the room is shiny, shiny black. Sitting in the center, you see a throne, which I'll get to in a second. Above that, you see a chandelier that has about a dozen candles burning on it. And even though it's just a basic candelabra, the room is bright. Anyways, so each of these mirrors, just above it, coming out of the wall, has this brass tube that seems to come out about a few inches, then turn back and point towards the mirror. And each mirror seems to have a strange... Actually, Brighild, you would notice this because you have actually experienced infrared vision. It looks like they're looking at spaces using infrared vision. And you can tell that some of these spaces are places you've been. So they're basically places in this complex. Everybody else, you probably don't immediately realize what they are because you're just seeing these weird shapes. Sitting in the throne facing you is a man. He has a black robe on with a red sash across it. and a pendant on his sash of gold. Sitting in his lap is his head. And he stares at you, with empty sockets of his eyes, and you hear the voice, "Stand back, fools! Me big magic man, most powerful in all the world. Leave now, diamond's mine. You back away, mine." And then Vul says, "The diamonds! Get the diamonds!" And you hear him behind you. What do you guys want to do?
Does this man, do I think that this might be where the evil was coming from that I was sensing?
I mean, do you want to stand there and concentrate on evil in the doorway?
No, I don't. No, I
Okay.
don't. I'm gonna give him a chance first. I'm gonna I have my shield. I'm gonna step forward and I'm gonna say,
Okay, so you're walking into the
down.
room. Hold on, I just want to see what everybody's doing because this is all kind of coming. So you're gonna step into the room. What's Uhtred doing? I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to get a quick
Well,
overview.
he was in front, so he would have to
Yeah.
move out of the way in order for
Are
anybody
you gonna
else.
move away to let her in, or are you gonna step in as well?
I would step to the side.
Okay. How about Panesta?
I was just and stay in the doorway, kind of to the side.
With Vul? Okay. How about Brighild?
Brickhill had her spear set, like when they
Yep.
opened the door, if something charged out. So she's just going to stay back for now, seeing that the paladin's stepping in to see. So she's just staying back also right now.
All right. How about Ultan?
I'm gonna step in there with Uhtred.
Uhtred's not stepping in. Rosetta is. Do you want to step in with Rosetta?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the two holies step in. That makes sense. All right. Yeah. So go ahead. So you step in, Crystal. Go ahead. I didn't want to stop you, but I just want to make sure everybody's doing. You step in the room and you say you do what?
I'm gonna tell him stand down now. So we won't be forced to harm you.
Okay. You say that. Are you saying anything when you step in as well, Ultan? Or
Nope. I'm gonna let the paladin do the talking.
okay.
See what
From behind
what the new girl is like.
From behind the throne, you see rise some 10-foot tall, what appears to be an ape, but you can see in his eyes this like sense. You just catch the sense of humanness to it, though they do have a bright green feel to them. He steps tall from his hiding place, wings spread out upon his back, and he shouts something in a language you don't understand, I'm assuming. Unless you speak Ixian, because nobody ever speaks Ixian, so you don't understand. Well, somebody speaks Ixian, but not you guys. And when he does that, 7 more of these apes appear in the room all around you. And he says, "You die now." What do you want to do? It's going to be initiative, so what's everybody doing?
Charging the big ape.
Okay, you're going to attack one of the apes?
No, I'm gonna attack the big ape, the one with the
Okay,
wings.
you're going to attack one of the apes. Okay.
This seems like a great time for the flamethrower.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking, but Crystal just charged in. So.
Yeah, she's in the room.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll die again. I mean, third character.
Well, I don't think it's... Well, Ultan's also in the room, so...
Yeah.
Is there a direction that Uhtred could face and fire at them with the flamethrower without catching his companion?
You would imagine that the flamethrower will fill this entire room with flames. Let me just look it up. Based on the description that you have heard, you would imagine, because you haven't shot it yet, so you're not sure, but you would imagine... Oh, yeah. This isn't a 5e flamethrower, so it's going to fill the room with fire. There's no aiming it. That room will be toast if you fire it into the
So
room.
did we win the initiative?
You haven't rolled yet. I want to know what you're doing first. You got to state your action. So I'm just going to go down the line. And then we'll go. Brighild, what do you want to do? There's now 8 apes.
Yeah, I mean, Brickhill's not stupid. I mean, she's wise enough to know not to run in there. I mean, until we see. So she's just staying back right now in case we need to retreat.
Okay. How about our paladin there? What are you doing? You're charging the ape, right? How about Panesta? Did you want to change that, Chris? Okay, you guys, missile. Okay.
I mean,
Uhtred.
Well, Yeah,
You don't know what everybody else is doing, I guess. So you need to.
Yeah,
You should base what you're going to do on what you think your character will do, not what anybody else does. Unless you want to all
That's
take
true.
time to talk. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
Nope.
Uther's gonna remain in the doorway, but he's gonna pull his sword.
Okay. You gonna charge in there, or are you just gonna stay there if one of them attacks you?
I'm gonna stay.
Okay. How about Ultan? You're in the room with the paladin. What do you want to do?
So, what Oltan will do is try to grab Rosiah and say, "Wait, get out of the room!" But obviously, I don't get to say that yet. But I'm gonna like reach and try to grab her and hope that I'm fast enough to get her. Which I
Okay.
don't think that I am.
Fair enough. I don't think you are, but I guess you'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crystal, since you are the main combatant here, go ahead and roll initiative. Ooh, you got a 6. That's not a good way to start.
Yeah, not fun. I got a 3.
Okay, he's gonna go first. What? It seems like all of these apes come charging forward at once. How many attacks does it get to? Okay. And attack. Okay. Actually, Crystal's card. No, first one, it misses with its claw. Misses again. Okay, so, well, actually, hold on. I'm going to check. What's your AC again? I should know.
4-3. 4 in
Okay.
melee.
So 4, okay. So
And
I check that.
if these things are evil, I get one more, so it should be a 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's evil. Yep, that doesn't hit. He would need a. Okay, good. So he needs that to hit you. Yeah. They seem to all converge on the paladin, rip at you, and then kind of like tumble back. And that's it. You don't get hit. You block them. I look at the right character. Yep, 100%. Okay, so go ahead, Melee. Oh, actually, Rush, what's your dex for Ultan? What's Ultan's dex, Rush?
You're muted, Rush.
Yeah, I was trying to get my character sheet. It's my dex is 12.
Okay, so I believe that our paladin there, Rosetta, is 15, so she charges it. She's going first. Okay, so you run up. When you make your attack, Crystal, roll a d8 to see which one of these things you attack.
Okay. So I'll do a D8. I'll go ahead and do a D8 first.
Okay.
So that's number 8 I attack.
Okay, perfect.
I hit armor class 6.
All right.
Uh,
Yep. That does not hit. It dodges out of the way.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
You just got one attack, right?
that's my
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. It moves out of the way. Okay. Okay. Come, Togi, you want to run up and try to grab her? You can do that now if you'd like. So you grab her. Are you trying to drag her back, Ultan, or are you just talking to her? Like, what's the plan here?
Sorry, I'm not reading. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and grab her if I'm able to actually do it.
Yeah, you can grapple her.
I'm gonna say, not yet. Let's get out of the room real quick, and I'm gonna try and pull her out of the room.
Okay, make an attack. You won't get your shield, Crystal, or your dex because he's attacking you from the back. I mean, I don't think you're. Well, that's not true. They're all around you. I think you'd still get it because you're trying to defend yourself. So her AC is, you're not evil, right? So her AC is 3, you said? Or 4?
I hit.
It's 3 against these things if they're evil. Against Ultan, it'll be 4. I guess.
AC 4 against
rolled a
Ultan.
15, so I got AC 3.
Okay, yeah. So you grappled her. Make a, I think, an avoidance save. I should know how to do this by now because we do a lot of grappling, but somehow I always forget how to do it.
I need to make an avoidance save?
Yeah, if you want to be not grappled. He's grabbing you and dragging you back. I mean, if you want to resist, you can always not resist and just go back with him.
I'll go back with him.
Okay, so that'll be next round, clearly. But all right, so you guys going to run back out of the room this next round? Is anybody going to do anything else besides wait till they come out of the room?
If they're coming out, I'd wait. I said
Yeah,
missile, but
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You didn't shoot your missile yet. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Nikki. I forgot about you. I was too. Vul took my full attention. Roll a d8 first to see which one you target.
okay. Quick question: are these apes reflected in the mirrors?
They are not. Nothing is reflected in the mirror, actually.
Nothing. Okay.
The mirrors resemble. Well, roll it first, and then we'll.
Yep, I 7.
Okay, now make an attack.
Okay. Oh yeah, 17. Armor class -1.
Oh, nice. Okay. You do some damage. Your arrow sinks deeply into the ape.
7. 6
Oh, wow,
plus
okay.
1, 7. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Shoo! An arrow goes into this ape. Actually, an arrow goes into all 8 apes, and it screams, or they all scream at once.
Nice.
Go ahead and make a roll, a d6 roll there, Pernesta, for
Okay.
just to see if you might recognize something about these mirrors, being a bard.
2.
2. Okay, yeah. You imagine, based on seeing what they look like, and that you can kind of make out that they're not seeing the room, that these are some kind of some version of like a crystal ball. So you're seeing other areas through them. But yeah, you hit the ape as they start to drag back out of the room, and it screams out. And okay, Crystal, let's roll initiative. Are you shooting another arrow, Pernesta? Sorry, before you sorry. If you can.
Oh. Yeah, if I can shoot again, yeah.
Well, not right now. I'm saying for next round, because I didn't ask everybody their actions. I just said you're going to do the same thing, but I'm just assuming
if I
you're
see
same.
Ulsan trying to drag her out, I'll probably wait.
Okay. All right, so you're just going to help it. Okay, so go ahead and roll initiative, Crystal. This thing got a 5. Well, this is getting lower.
We got a 4.
All right. So as you're being dragged out, the apes move in again to attack. Still against the paladin. That's a 19. That's going to hit, and the second claw is an 18, which is also going to hit. Okay, so you get hit with 2 claw attacks. So right in front of you, Ultan, you see this like all the apes just converge in. You probably even flinch for a second because you don't know if they're going to attack you or what, because all these claws come in. But what happens is, oh yeah, both attacks hit one opponent, which they did. Okay, so the first claw is doing 6. The second claw is doing 3. So that's 9. And then you're going to take an additional d8 plus 1 because they both hit you as it rakes across you. For 5 more. So 14 points against the paladin.
I have damage reduction 1. Does that damage reduction count against all 3 attacks?
Yes, it would. So you'd be subtracting 3 points from that. Yep.
So how much damage did I take?
That would be 11 total. You took 14
11.
minus 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
11 total. All right.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay.
So it rips against you, and then it's trying to it pulls back. Actually, you know what? They're all standing between you and the door. Ultan, as you try to move back through them. Do you want to charge through them, or do you want to stand and fight? I guess you can change your action at this point, but you could try to run through them as well. It's up to you. Well, I guess that's both of you, really.
I'm going to put my shield up, and I'm going to try and charge through them.
Okay. How about Ultan?
So to make sure I understand what happened is I was trying to drag her out of the room and they surrounded us.
That's correct.
Okay, so
They,
now
they moved in like you're surrounded by them. So they're
Yeah.
blocking the door. If you want to try to get out of the door, you'll have to push past them.
Is that the direction that Raziah is trying to push past us toward the door?
I think that's what it looks like she's doing, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I mean I'm doing this with the plan of get the flamethrower in the room. So
I'm muted, right?
yeah,
Yeah, you just in case that wasn't clear, you would, if you use that flamethrower in the room, it's probably going to hit all of you, even from where
No.
you're at. It's
I'm
going to
trying
fill the entire space with flame, like including where you're standing.
out of the room so that they can use the flamethrower. That's
No, I'm talking to the group.
Oh, sorry.
Basically, if you stand in that space, like look at the space that you have to fill. The flamethrower fills a 60-foot line of flame by 20 foot wide. If you shoot that thing at that that back wall, it's going to bounce back and hit you. You're not going to be able to shoot the flamethrower in this room without taking a risk. If you want to try to close the door, as soon as you fire it, you could do that, but it's going to be some kind of dex check. And if you fail, everybody's going to get hit by the flamethrower. Because it's just a small space. It's a tiny space. You're looking at that whole room is only like 25, 30 foot wide. You follow me?
Yeah.
Flames got to go somewhere. So, I mean, if that's your plan, that's fine. But I just want to warn you before you do it because I don't want everybody to feel like they did it and I didn't give a warning. You certainly can run out there and try to shoot the flamethrower into the room, but it's probably going to hit everybody out in the hallway, at least for some damage if you fire it into that room.
Shit. See, I thought maybe they could just like close the door like that.
You could try. If that's the plan, that's fine. I just want to make sure it's clear because I don't want, you know how I am. I like to make sure things are clear.
Whether we're going to use a flamethrower or not, being in this room surrounded by apes is bad. It's
Okay.
not gonna get in the hallway and try and nullify their numbers. So I'm gonna try and fight my way out the door. So
Fair enough. Okay.
I'm gonna just melee and try and whack my way through to get out the door.
Okay, so you're trying to run through the door. Go ahead and roll a D8, Crystal.
Okay. D8. 5.
Okay, you run right through one as if it's not there. Go ahead and roll a D8, Oltan.
Shit, where is it? Okay. I got a 3.
Okay, you also run right through one as if it's not there. So you all run into the hall, and you're all gathered back there. You hear Vul go, "Kill that thing! Kill it!" So what do you want to do? You're all out in the hallway now. So just so it's clear, because if that is your plan, I don't want to deter your plan. If you want to try to shoot the flamethrower into the room and close the door, you can do that. But you will need to make a test of dexterity in order to close the door fast enough. If you do not do that, then it will hit everybody out in the space because you're going to fill a huge space with that flamethrower.
Well, I had said Uhtred was standing there at the door and he had drawn his sword.
Okay,
So
that's
if
also
they
fine.
run past, he would be prepared to defend them as they're running past.
Fair enough. Yeah, the creatures don't leave the room. Well, they haven't gone yet. So, I mean, they already went. They beat you guys on initiative. It doesn't look like they're chasing at this point. They kind of gather back towards the center of the room. They're like moving almost all at one, like a kaleidoscope, like as they move around. I mean, they're clearly mirror images. I think actually you had a caster that had mirror image at one point that died. I think we've seen this happen before. Or maybe
do we realize that's what's happening at this point?
Well, Panesta would probably yell that if we haven't, because she saw her arrow hit them all.
Yeah, you saw one arrow hit all of them. You saw the two warriors just run through. I would think you probably have some kind of an idea there's some magic going on here, yes. So I would say, yeah. Like I said, I think, is it Panesta that has mirror image? Somebody has mirror image in the group, or they had. Or was it one of Crystal's characters?
I used it during that one shot with that illusionist.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So yeah, you guys have never seen such a thing? And Vul is basically, his eyes are like huge, and he's just like, kill them! So he's not helping at this point. So what's everybody wants to do? Brighild.
She's standing there, set spear charge again. She's not going to move from that right now.
Okay. How about our paladin? You just ran out of the room through the apes who have now kind of moving back into the center.
I don't want to meta like what. I don't know. I think I'm like, why'd you pull me out of the room? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of confused at this point.
Well, I don't know. I don't want you to feel like you're mad. I mean, what you would know so far is that clearly, well, you actually missed, so you didn't have a sword go through any of these guys. Neither one of you did. But you did clearly just run through an ape without feeling it at all. So you know there's some kind of an illusion thing going on here. And you see that there's an arrow in every single one of the apes from only one arrow being shot. That's what everybody saw. You can make a judgment based on your character if you think you would understand what's going on any level. And you got rended by this thing, so you know it's real because you took a huge amount of damage. So that's all stuff you know. So, yeah.
I think I'm going to do a test of wisdom to see if I would know or not, or if I can figure it out.
Whatever makes you feel right.
Yeah, I definitely have no idea.
Okay, Panesta.
I pulled you out of the room because I knew that he had a flamethrower and was planning to tell him to flamethrower the room. And then as we were going out, it became obvious that may be a horrible idea as the flame washes out into the hallway and catches all of us on fire. So now, but then I figured, well, there's 8 apes in here. It's better to fight them in the doorway so we only have to deal with like 1 or 2 at a time. Because Oltan also has no idea that any of these may be fake. He thinks there's 8 freaking apes in there. And you and I are surrounded. So
indeed,
he's trying to save you.
Okay, yeah. What are you doing? There's not a lot of time for conversation here unless you want to take your round doing it. Panesta.
Missile.
Okay. Uhtred, you're standing in the doorway, right, to attack if they come through. So what does Oltan want to do?
I'm gonna turn around with my mace and try and whack one of them.
Okay, so you're gonna step back in because they're inside the room still.
Oh well, yeah. I really screwed this up. Yeah, I
Well,
guess I'm going back into the room.
You didn't screw anything up.
If Uhtred's going in the room, then I know he's obviously not using the flamethrower. So I'm gonna be like, "Well, fuck," and then I'm gonna turn around and go right back in the room again. So,
All right, that's fine. So you're planning on meleeing. Okay, good. That's fine. I know this is supposed to be confusing. This is exactly the point. Go ahead and roll initiative, Crystal.
it works.
Oh, only 2 for the apes.
5.
All right, you go first. Yeah, so they haven't quite left the doorway yet, so you could actually attack them while they're still there, if you'd like. There's a few still standing in the doorway. It looks like they're about to converge into the center, but they haven't moved yet. I'm just going to go in order. Did you want to step forward, Breakhill, or you're just standing back with the... Do you want to stab him since they're in the doorway?
She's staying back right now.
So I thought, okay. So really, right in the door would be Uhtred. Who's probably the closest person, so I'll let you go first.
All right. Oh, I missed.
Okay. All right.
I rolled a-
Yeah, their AC is 5, I think I said. Hold on, let me check again.
I mean, it would be AC 10.
Oh, no. Yeah, that definitely misses. Okay, so then other people that would have... Probably the Paladin, because you're faster, and Rosetta, you're faster than Oltan. So you can go first if you want to swing at these things. You just got pulled out of the room. I don't know if that's what you're doing or not.
Is it Rizaya?
Rosiah? Yeah.
Yeah,
Rizaya,
she'll
if you
definitely
close,
run back in for melee.
Okay, go for it.
Uh,
Roll D8 first, of course.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. 4.
Okay.
And then D20 plus 2 to hit. No, I definitely don't hit anything.
Okay, yeah, the AC is 4, by the way, guys. Okay, Oltan, you running back in?
Yes.
Okay.
Altan goes back in, trying to look as though he has a commanding presence, and he's like, "All right, guys, it's time to quit monkeying around." And a natural 1.
Nice. And that's what you get for making a pun when you're not a bard. Fantastic. Did you want to shoot an arrow up, Nesta? Is that what you said you were going to do?
It's what I said I was going to do, yes.
All right, go for it.
Can I shoot
Roll.
2 this time?
Yes, you can, but roll a D8 first.
Oh, yes. 3.
Are you targeting the same ape for both arrows?
Yes.
Okay. And you rolled a what number?
3.
Okay, go for it.
You said AC was 4, right?
That's correct.
Yep, that's what I got, exactly. So,
Okay. All right. Arrow goes directly through the creature.
first one.
Arrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
7. Oh, it goes directly through. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So the arrows go right through the creature this time. And now the 2 holy warriors have come back into space. Although Uhtred's in the doorway, so I'll give a small chance. I'll go after you, but they're back in the space. So the apes decide to go after. Oh, now they're going after Oltan. That hits an AC of 4.
I deserve that.
Did that hit you?
Oh,
Yeah. And let me see. And the second one misses, luckily, because if they both hit, that's bad. You get a rend. So you take 3 points of damage as one of the apes rips into you and then misses. Yeah, so you're bleeding a bit. The ape's bleeding. You're bleeding. There's a lot of them in the room. They're all like, mine! And Vool's in the back going, get the diamonds! His eyes are kind of like bulging out of his face. Going into the next round, what does Brighild want to do?
She's still, she sees them 3 have entered the room, and she's just still going to stay back instead of spear charge.
Okay.
I mean, she's not stupid. And plus, I mean, she doesn't know what all's going on with the magic parts of it either. So.
Yeah, well, you're a warlock. I mean, there's a chance you might understand it if you want to roll a test of intelligence or something. Because you are a magic user.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Not with a 5.
Okay. So no. You've never seen magic like this before, if you even understand it's magic. Although I think this is the first time you guys have missed by hitting, but missed, if you know what I mean. every other time you've missed, you've actually missed. This is the first time you've hit, and the arrow went through it. So that's the first time anybody's seen that happen so far. And Panessa, you clearly saw it go right through. So Brighild's going to stay back. Say your name again, Chris, because I keep calling you Rosetta. What is it?
Ruziah.
Ruziah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, I had myself muted a while ago, but
Okay.
like at least Rush could still hear me.
It's because you were coming through D20.
Okay.
Roll 20. Yep.
Well, 20, yeah. I have you muted there, too. Okay. So, Rosiah, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and hit an 8-man.
Okay. How about Panesta?
I will try one more arrow.
Okay. Uhtred?
I will move forward with my companions and melee.
Okay. And Ultan, you're in the room. What do you want to do?
Malay.
Okay, good. Yeah, Vul is cheering you guys on. Kill them! Kill the ape! Look, his eyes glow green!
Panessa's going to give him the side eye.
You see just this hint of green in his eye. Go ahead, Crystal, and roll initiative. 3 for the ape.
The first, right?
Yep.
3.
Okay, what's your dex?
15.
Okay, you go first. Okay, so Brighill's staying back, so go ahead, Rosiah.
Ruziah.
Rosiah, damn it.
I'm gonna hit number 6, or I'm gonna attempt to hit number 6.
Okay.
Anyone? I'm gonna miss again. I am just
Okay. You swing at number 6.
Like I blame Ultan. He threw me off my game.
Now you guys are realizing that actually the paladin set up that whole thing with the hyenas and she's not actually tough. That was just like a setup. He's like, let me beat you so I can join the group.
Yes.
All right. Uhtred, you're in the room. Roll D8 to see which one you go after and make your attack.
Number 5.
Okay.
It's going to be AC -4.
Oh yeah, you swing hard and it goes right through an illusion of an ape. Like you hit this thing and your sword goes right through it.
All right.
Yep. Ultan.
I will attack. Wow, my dice hate the shit out of me today. So I'm assuming they're better than AC8.
They are better than AC8. Yep. So whichever one you're swinging at, it dodges out of the way easily.
I whiff again.
All right, Panesta.
All right, I'll try to shoot one, see if I can get the right one. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Yep, I hit AC 1.
Okay. Arrow goes directly through an illusion of an ape.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
I have to figure something else out.
Yeah. You're like, huh? Yeah. So there's 8 of these things in here. They are wounded, all with the same arrow, and they're about to attack. So currently there are 3 of you in the room. So I'll do this.
Everybody roll 7s.
That could be it. Okay, so that'll go after Uhtred with a 19. That's going to hit you with the first attack. And a 9's going to miss you. Okay, so Uhtred, you get scratched by 1 ape. Ooh, 7 points of damage, though. As it digs deep into you. And it says, "You die! I take your head! Little man." Yeah, that's right. Called you little man.
Called you a little man. You heard me.
All right, Brickhilt. What do you want to do? What's your plan for this round? Sorry.
Same thing. I mean, she's just going to yell out at the rest of them that they don't know what they're dealing with to get back out. But
Okay. You hear Vul? He's like, "No, they're winning."
Well, you could help.
Rosiah?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to ask something real quick before I decide what I want to do. Did
Go
I
ahead.
notice the Uhtred try to did I notice him clearly connect, but it goes just through the thing?
I mean, probably not. He didn't attack the same one that you did.
Okay.
So,
Then I'm just doing melee then.
okay. How about Penesta?
I want to try something, but I don't know if it'll work.
Okay. Well,
I want to come in and try to. I have my whip
okay.
and try to put it through a lot of them at once and see if any of them respond. You know, like get 3 or 4 of them in one blow.
Oh, I see.
And, you know, see if any of them respond.
Okay. Interesting.
But if it won't work, I would, you know.
No. Uhtred?
I would swing at the one that actually hit me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you always think you're swinging at the one that hit you.
Okay.
Yeah. Ultan?
I'm gonna keep swinging at the one I keep missing.
Okay. Yeah, they're kind of like, yeah, I mean, you don't really understand the magic. So I'm, okay, Penesta.
You know.
You're going to run into the room. We'll have to roll initiative first, but what I'm going to say is, I'm going to have you go first. And if you are successful, then you will actually reveal the actual ape, and everybody will be able to attack the right one if you're successful.
All right.
That's the effect that'll have. It won't actually hurt it, but you will have a chance of discovering the actual ape.
Yes. That was my
So
intention.
go ahead, Rizaya, and roll initiative. I will have it by the end of this. 2 for the apes.
And then I'll die, and I have to. 1.
All right, they get to go first. All right, they're going first. All right, so they're going after now. Well, you haven't run in the room yet, Vanessa, so you're not there yet. All right, so they're going after. This time against Ultan. 13. That's going to hit an AC of 2. So that hits you, right? Let's see if the second one hits you. Oh, yeah, that definitely hits with 18. Oh, that's not good, Ultan. You don't have chain armor, right? So you don't have any damage reduction. All right, 7 points for the first claw.
Oh shit! Just for the first one?
Ooh, yep. 5 for the second. And then there's a rend. Whew, that's 12 already. Oh my god. 2. Luckily I rolled a 1 on the die. So that's what 14 points of damage?
14 points?
Yep. Yeah, you get torn into by this strangely enough, it's the one that attacked Uhtred too, but somehow it's on the other side of the room now. These apes move fast, man. Yeah. That being said, Penesta. So
Yes.
I will let you actually roll a d4.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna be a Daniel mechanic.
3.
Okay. Roll 3d8 to reveal 3 of them.
All right. 3d8. I rolled a 1, a 4, and a 6.
You whip the whip around, goes through the first one, goes through the second one, and wraps just loosely around a solidified ape. And everybody in the party sees it. And everybody attacking melee can attack the proper ape. Rizaya, make your attack against the ape.
Okay, come on. No, I still cannot hit it.
Oh man,
Join the club.
Uhtred.
Elusive.
Yeah,
I
Uhtred.
don't
You
think
know.
I've rolled over 5 yet.
All right, that's -1 AC,
Oh, that hits.
and that's going to be 10 damage.
Nice. Oh yeah, this thing screams out in pain as the blade cuts deeply into it.
Oh, actually, I get 2 swings.
Is it a 2 swing go? Okay. Does that mean the crystal should have got 2 as
yeah,
well?
I should have as well. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go first, Uhtred.
I was
'cause you're
actually
already-
thinking about that, and so much stuff happened.
Okay, that's
Go
fine.
ahead,
Uhtred.
Oh, you want me to finish? Okay.
Yeah, I just finished. We're already on you.
It's going to be AC 0,
That hits.
and that's going to be 9 damage.
9. Okay. It screams out in pain. Go ahead, Crystal.
AC 5.
AC 5 hits. No, its AC is 4. So close.
Oh, God damn it.
Ultan.
Apollo, damn it.
All right, yeah. So bloodied, and Torn, I'm gonna go after the. Actually, you know what? I probably shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Are the other ones still in the room?
Oh yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna start backing out to the door with my small shield, and basically do a fighting retreat.
Okay, that's fine. You'll just because you're changing your action, you're gonna do it in the second phase, which is fine because it already went anyways, so it doesn't actually affect you. You totally can do that. All right. Very good. It went first, right? No, you went first. Crap, I
Oh,
confused
it went
myself.
first because
No,
Crystal
it
had
went first because
one.
it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it went first. Okay, so go ahead. Let's tell me what you guys want to do. You're gonna have to do it again, of course. The whip falls to the ground, and you see them shuffle again. If you want to try that again, you certainly can do it, but you'll have to make another roll.
Okay, I want to make another wisdom check real quick because I just saw them go through like 3 of them, but there's still 8 apes in here, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do another wisdom check for my character.
Well, I mean, I
feel
think it was
that-
probably pretty obvious that what happened. I don't think you have to.
No,
at
I
least-
want to. There's well, I
Okay.
guess
Oh,
it's
there's something
not
else
meta
you think you know.
because there's something else I think I may know,
All right. Well, whatever.
or
Do what you
but
want
I'm
to do.
not sure.
Okay.
Okay, you know, what? I'm just gonna do it because I don't. Since I don't know for sure, I don't feel it's meta. I'm gonna run up and slam it and hit a mirror.
Okay. Which one?
How many are there?
7. Which
There are
wall?
7 of them?
You got the map, right? Which one do you want to hit?
There are
Give
7
me-
of them.
There are 7 of them. The only wall that does not have a mirror is the one that has the door that you came through.
I'm gonna hit number 2.
So that. Okay. Which direction the wall? North, south.
Oh,
east,
I'm
west?
sorry.
You see the map. Just tell me which one you want to hit. Ping
Let's
it.
call it north.
North. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one. Okay. Perfect. All right. You're gonna charge up and smash the north mirror. Perfect. What's Brighill doing?
She's still sitting out there. I mean, she's not.
You're with Vul. He's like, Vul looks at you. He's like, "Can you smell the diamonds? They're close. I can feel it." Okay.
She just gives them a go to hell look.
Fernesta, what would you like to do?
I want to try to reveal the real ape again.
Okay. Uhtred?
That guy is still sitting on the throne.
I mean, yeah, he is.
Uhtred's gonna charge him.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a head. It's probably pretty. What's your intelligence?
9, so I'm not very smart.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine.
I'm non-average.
Yeah, I mean, you heard the voice from the ape taunting you. It's the same voice as the guy on the throne. So you might figure that he's dead since he doesn't have a head.
All right, fine. I'll chat. I'll just melee.
I mean, you can do it if you want. I mean, I'm not saying not to attack the guy on the throne. I'm just saying that just so you understand, he's actually just a body, as far as you can tell, anyways. You guys save the lich until after. Come on.
All right, fine. I'll attack the gorilla.
No, do what you want. All right. Melee, anyways. Ultan. What's your plan?
I'm gonna keep doing the fighting retreat to get out in the hallway with
Okay.
Brickfield so I don't die.
Okay, yeah, so you're already in the hallway, so you can stay out there. All right, let's do a little initiative there. Rizaya.
Yes. Don't
After
worry,
what-
I'll be dead by the end. Next character I'll make a easier name for you.
The problem is you let me call you Rosetta for half the thing, so now I can't. It's in my head. I have to force myself not to do it.
3.
All right, here we go. Initiative. Oh, you got a 4. Okay.
Okay.
You see all eight apes. Sorry. Charge towards the west wall where the mirror is, and they dive at it and smash the mirror and go through the wall into the darkness. Actually, it's not completely dark. You see a very bright green glow from that room.
Do any of us get a strike of opportunity of any kind?
Sure, go for it. We'll make a D8 roll to see which one you attack. What'd you get?
3.
Okay, yeah, you swing through an swing through an illusion.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So you see this thing smash through the wall into this room where you see a glow, of green, and you hear like the sounds of things being shuffled around in the room. And of course, as soon as that green glow kind of comes through the wall, Vool's eyes just light up, and he goes, "The diamonds!" And this is probably a good time to take a break. Let's do that. All right, here we go. Okay. And yeah, so this creature moving very, very quickly runs straight at the wall on the western wall where there's a mirror there, and he smashes right through the mirror, clearly opening up a space behind. You hear some movement back there, things falling and being pushed aside, metal moving or whatever, and you see a bright glow of green, and Vol's eyes, Brighild and I guess also Oltan, who's out there, see Vol's eyes just like go like saucers, and he says, oh, "The diamonds, get them!" All right, so back in the room. Yeah, guys. I mean, you had plans to attack it, but obviously it's not there anymore. So what's everybody doing now? Let's just kind of do another roll through of what you guys want to do. I'm just going to go. Let me do this so I can see you. Brighild. Well, I guess you saw it because you're in the hallway still. But what do you?
Yeah,
what's your
she's
plan?
going to, when she hears and sees them crash through that mirror, and the rest of them maybe are starting to move up that way, she looks at Altan and she goes, "You do not appear to be too well, my friend. Why don't you stay here with our employer? I will go ahead and enter the room and see if I can assist them now that maybe they've got the magics away." And she's going to start walking up to the door to the main room.
Okay, so you're gonna walk into that room. All right. So how about currently in the room? Damn it, Rizaya.
Okay. So is that ape creature in the other room? Can I see it?
You cannot really see it unless it's. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. If you run up to the space, you can probably see it. You can't see it right this second because it went into the room, and you can't really see in there. It's only a. I mean, it's a huge ape, I suppose. You can probably see in the room. Let me. I'll show you the room. If you walk in front of the mirror, you can see into the room. I mean, I don't know exactly where you were in the space, but I'll say you can see in there. Oh, hold on. You can't see anything because there's a wall there. Let me do my special DM thing where I can put a. Let's see. Nope, that's not right. This is definitely worth it. I swear. Don't worry. Wait all this time while I figure this out. All right, here we go. I did it. Then I have to go like this. Boom. Did you see the secret door?
Yes.
Aha!
I see the room, I think.
Oh, you don't see the S for the secret door?
I do not see an S.
No.
Really?
No S.
Oh. Well, that's shitty.
They call me Superman. I'm here to rescue you.
Yeah, well, all right, you see the room. I spent all that time to get Roll20 to work and it doesn't work. Hold on, why isn't it there, though? I moved it to the other layer, didn't I? Hold on, let me just try something. You see it now?
There it is. No,
Ah!
Yeah, there it is.
Woohoo! It took me like 20 minutes.
yeah.
I did it so smooth you didn't even notice that there was a transition. Okay, yeah, so there's a secret door behind the mirror, which is now broken. You can see probably the shadow of this huge ape man with his wings and all that inside the room. I mean, if you get square up onto it, you could probably see it, but you know, he's in the room basically.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, she's covered in blood, blood pouring from like the scratches and the bites she took. And she's going to walk towards the room. She's going to point her sword at him and say, you know, give up now.
And hey, Daniel, just for the record, the headless man is still sitting in the throne, right?
That is correct.
All right.
I mean, he has a head; it's just on his lap. Okay, so you're going to go up and try to get the thing to surrender. What's Panesta doing?
I'm going to stand back and see what happens. Kind of.
Okay, fair enough. Uhtred, what are you doing?
I will take a quick glance at the rest of my companions, make sure everybody seems okay, and then slowly advance.
Okay. Oltan, what do you want to do? You're back with Vol?
I'm back with Vul. Typically, I would have argued with Brighild, but at this point, being so bloody, when she tells him to stay here, he's just going to be like, okay. And He's just going to stand there with Vul with his mace out and tell him, and just stand guard over the our employer.
Yeah. Vol looks at you and he says, "You have no more healing magic?"
I do not.
All right.
And I fear there is not much of me left.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so you threaten this thing in the room, and it calls back out to you, in its gravelly voice, and it says, "Mine! You leave now! I, big magic man, kill you!"
Go, big magic man.
Big magic man!
Clearly, no fight no longer. Your illusions are done. Give up.
Your illusions are done. You give up.
Can we
Uhtred
all do something?
Sure.
will walk to the left side of the door, but not in front of the door.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Rickfield wants to.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, just to be clear, it's not like a full door, it's more like a hole in the wall. But it's big, though. You can see through it. Go ahead.
Rickfield is going to walk up to the man with the head in his lap, and
Mhm.
she is going to take her spear and just kind of like you're hitting a baseball and spear that head and knock the head out of his lap.
Okay. Yeah, it flies across the room, and it's an
Nothing
old
happens?
skull. Yeah, it basically hits the ground and shatters into dust.
All right.
All right. I'm just gonna walk up to this ape thing, and I'm just gonna basically kick it onto the ground.
Okay,
I
so
mean, I'm not
you're
gonna try
gonna
and-
enter the room.
Yes.
All right,
I
roll
am.
initiative. It got a 6. Roll a 6. Come on.
5.
All right. You go to reach in the room, and its huge claws come out and try to grab you across the face. Let's see. I shouldn't throw my dice across the room. Ooh, that probably won't hit you. That hits an AC of 3. Does that hit or
if
not?
it's evil, that's just enough to hit me.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
hit me either way.
Yeah, it's evil. Misses with the second one, though, fortunately. So you just take the one. You take 6 points of damage as it rips across your
5 points.
6.
I mean 6, but damage reduction 1. Did you count that?
No, I don't count your damage reduction. That's up to you.
Okay. All right. Good. All right.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, it rips
Okay.
across you, and it says "mine." And you can see its eyes are glowing green, and drool is dripping down its mouth, and it's pretty bloody actually.
Yeah.
And of
Okay.
course, you're standing in the doorway. You can see that there is a chest, a fairly large chest on the ground that is overflowing with these green glowing diamonds. Some of them are scattered all over the ground. You also see there's a large amount of gold in there, and also some weapons and stuff.
Yeah. Whatever. That's cool. Is it my turn?
Yeah, you lost initiative, so now your turn.
Okay. Yeah. So, I'm gonna say she kind of walks in there not expecting it to attack, because I mean obviously she thinks it's weak by now. So when it attacks her, it hits her, and now just this furious rage goes over, and she says, "You fool!" And she's gonna strike it now with her sword. Hopefully, we'll see. I've been
Okay.
missing all night, so I missed again.
All right, yeah, you swing at it. It's a hard hit. I mean, you're not actually in the space because it reaches its arms out and attacks you as you try to get in. So you try to swing, and maybe your sword just doesn't have enough room to hit it. And of course, it scratches you, and then it steps back into the shadows. But of course, you can see it. So everybody can probably see its shadow drifting out into the room because its green glow is just so bright, and you can hear heavy breathing from the hallway of Vul, and he's like, "Get them! Get the diamonds! Don't let the beast! It's a demon! Slay it! Slay it! Slay it!"
Can I, if I see it
Guys!
attack Ruziah, can I magic missile the ape?
Yeah, you could see it, so you can hit it with magic missile if you'd like, but you got to roll initiative. We're going to go another round.
Are we doing another initiative?
Yep, what's everybody want to do? Breakhild.
Melee. Oh,
She is going to walk up to the the north wall,
Okay.
where all the ever mirrors are, and she's just going to be taking her spear and knocking those mirrors, poking those mirrors, breaking them.
Okay, you can definitely do that. That'll be easy. Okay, break a mirror. What's the Rizaya doing? Melee?
Yeah,
Panesta-
melee. Can you not hear
Panesta-
me?
Kinetic missile.
Okay. Uhtred, I can hear you, Crystal. It's broke up for a second. Uhtred?
Now that Ruzaya is charged in there, Uka will go in as well.
Okay, so you're gonna go into the room. I mean, she tried to
Yeah.
go into the space and it attacked her. But of course, if she goes in, she'll go in first. And Ultan out in the hallway.
Yeah, I'll be guarding the old geezer.
Yeah, he's like, you can see like he's he's got that peg leg and he's like stomping. He's like, get it. And you can see that he's actually starting to froth at the mouth a little bit.
I'm gonna keep a hold of him and be like, "Calm yourself."
Yeah, you can see that there's a very bright glow of green in his eyes. So go ahead
boy.
there, still up front there, Rosea. Go ahead and roll initiative. 2.
I rolled a 2 already.
It also got 2, but you have a better deck, so you go first.
Yes,
So you
all
charge
right.
into the space and attack it. I guess go for it.
All right, so I get 2 attacks this time, right?
That is correct.
First one misses. The second one misses. I give the fuck up.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, this thing backs way up against the wall to avoid your swings. I guess Uhtred's also gonna try to get in there. It's gonna be tight with you in there as well, Uhtred, but you can get in there, I suppose. That room is it's only 6 feet wide. All 3 of you aren't gonna fit in there. You could try to like jam from the outside, but I'm gonna give you a -2 on your attack.
All right, that's fine. Most likely gonna miss then. AC 3.
That hits.
You said -2, right? So that makes it a 5, right?
That misses then. So because it's AC 4.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So you jab in, but there's not a whole lot of room with the paladin, and they're swinging wildly. All right. A mirror gets smashed by Brighild. But when you stab it with the thing, it shatters onto the ground. And Panesta, magic missile. How many?
All right.
And at who?
Well, for now, the ape guy, right? So, what'd you
That
think
is.
I was gonna do?
I don't know what you're
Oh.
doing. You're always killing random NPCs.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do 5 of them at the ape guy. That bring me down to 8.
Shit, you are not playing.
I'm,
All right.
no, I still in play.
Vanessa don't play.
Vanessa don't play, so 4 damage each. That's 20.
Holy crap. Okay. Yes. Give us a description of the ape being torn to pieces by your magic missile.
So yes, there's 5, right? So
Mhm.
one magic missile takes off an arm, another one takes off an arm, 2 more take off his legs, and the last one smacks him and just decapitates him. Takes his head right off.
Yeah, so just he falls to the ground, just the torso is there. He has this like red sash across his body that's of course covered in blood now. Kind of similar to what the corpse had that's on the throne. I guess I didn't describe that before, but you see that now. And yeah, you're standing covered in gore probably as out of nowhere this ape creature explodes.
As a paladin should be.
Yeah, and all you can hear is the diamonds. Get them quick. Don't let the creature live.
Rosaya like sheathes her sword and she'll walk back into the room. She's clearly just on her last leg with 2 HP left. And she's gonna walk over to towards Ultan and she says, like, are you okay? Here, let me help you. And she's gonna lay her hand on him and she's gonna do lay on hands. He was the one that was most hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do lay on hands, which I think is I gotta look real quick, see how many I can do again per day.
It's 2 hit points per level. I
Per
believe.
level. Okay, so 4 hit points total. So she'll heal you for like 4 hit points Ultan.
Yeah. Are you continuing to smash the mirrors, Brickhild, or just the
Yeah,
one?
Bricky's just gonna, because she's thinking maybe there's maybe another secret door somewhere or something, or another secret
Okay.
room.
Perfect. Yeah, you work your way around, smashing the mirrors as you go. The old man at this point, seeing that the combat's over, is like with his peg leg, like, kind of moving his way across the room to that chamber and you know, he sees the diamonds and kind of like kneels in front of the chest and starts like holding them up and like pouring them over his face and his body. He's like rubbing them on himself. And he's like, yes, yes, but mine. And he's like rubbing, cleaning his armpits with them, and just, you know, gargling.
Pat Uzziah on the shoulder and thanks, and kind of walk with him over there. And as he starts doing it, I'm just gonna look over at the party and be like, "This is research."
Yeah, as you as you like, you know, tap her and say thanks, she says like, so you're better then?
He'll
And
nod.
oh, go ahead.
He'll nod and be like, "It still hurts, but I feel a little more able to move."
Okay, I'm glad that I managed to help you some. And she'll pat his shoulder and she'll say, but just to let you know, if you ever pull me out of combat like that again, I will kill you and I will not think twice about it. And then she'll walk off.
Wow, Paladin said that.
Temper.
I'll leave you in there with the flamethrower next time.
You said there was a chest.
Oh yeah, yes. You look into the room and you see. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There is in this room. Let's see. A large. Well, it's actually more like a trunk. It seems to be made out of that strange metal that you've seen before. It's full of these green diamonds. So many, in fact, that they're like laying on the ground around it. In fact, he's making more of a mess with that. There's also a small chest, which it's pretty big actually. It's brimming with gold and electrum and silver. Sticking in the chest, like at the top, you see a beautiful sheath is a scimitar, and also a beautiful boomerang.
Riccio looks towards Vanessa and goes, "Do not touch anything in that thing unless you put on those gloves and maybe use those tongs."
Yeah, I agree. But what do we do with Vol?
He can fill his own bags. I am not carrying that chest of green gems out of here. Those are the things that he wanted. He can take what he wishes.
I think he's going to expect us to help him, but okay. And I'll get I don't know where the tongs and I have the gloves. I know I had a pair of gloves.
Old Taryn would be like, "Isn't he paying us though?"
Oh yeah, he's paying you. Your job is to help him get these diamonds out here.
I want to walk over towards where those green diamonds are, and I want to take a second to concentrate and cast Sense Evil.
Okay. Do you touch any of them?
Nope.
Okay. Sure. They're not evil at all.
Okay.
Not even a little bit. Right, there's actually a barbarian in the room. You sense that the scimitar and the boomerang are both magical, though. You get that magical dirt on them.
Oh, yes. Uhtred would walk over and pick up those two items.
Yeah.
No, let me do it for you with the gloves. We'll put them in our pack, and we can put them in one of those lead-lined boxes when we get back. Make sure they're not contaminated.
So Panesta stops Uhtred from doing that.
Well, yeah, I don't want you to touch it. Not without the gloves. So
Yes,
unless
none of you should touch any of that things without the gloves and the tongs that we have.
Yeah, after a little bit, Vol seems to be losing steam. And he, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Well, I wanted to check the body. Like, I mean, does it seem like the body in the chair?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
Not that I'm like really searching it for valuables or anything like that. I really want to see if are there any indications as to who this is or was or.
Yeah, anything? Actually, the body itself is it's got black robes on with a red sash, like I said, and it has like a golden pendant, and that pendant is. Let me just confirm this, but I'm pretty sure that it is a. No, but we'll find it. It's a it's Yig basically. It's like a symbol of Yig. It's a coiled cobra pinned. Yeah, so it's like you would imagine based on what you've seen so far that it could be a symbol of Yig because it's like a cobra. It's made of gold. It looks like. But otherwise, there's nothing to. I mean, his skull is well, not that you could really tell from his skull, anyways. But it's destroyed. You wouldn't recognize anything about this gentleman.
Yeah, if it's a symbol of Yeg, I'm not going to touch it.
You do not have to touch it. Yeah, so Vul starts to kind of get, at first he gets exhausted and he kind of stops. Maybe you think he's dead. And then he kind of looks up and he blinks and he says, "We'll need the other boxes to move this stuff. We can't leave it exposed to the air."
Well, I definitely agree with you about that.
Ah, look at all the gold and electrum. Ah, this will be profitable for you. I'm glad. I knew you'd find some treasure here. You've served me well, Podesta. A little green glint in his eye. I don't know if I can make the trip up and down again. Maybe some of you can stay down here with me, and others can go get the boxes. We need to get out of here before the jackals come back. Hyenas, that is.
I agree. Let us proceed out of this place.
Rickhill looks towards Panesta, kind of like, do you want to stay and watch him? I'd probably be best. I help carry the boxes down.
Yeah, I can. You can leave me with Vul. Yeah, I will stay and watch him break him.
Mysteriously, Vol's dead when we get back.
Altan, it would probably be best you stay here also. You still do not appear to be too well.
I agree. I'm just going to rest against this wall in this ridiculous heat.
Yeah, Vol looks at you and he says, "Oh, you look quite wounded there, Altan." Here, and he reaches into like his area. He's not quite going to the loincloth, but it's kind of low. And he pulls out some grapes.
Oh, God.
And he says, "Eat these. Eat these and they may help." I mean, they're a little bit sweaty because it's like
yeah. So I'm gonna put them in my hand. I'll kind of open my water skin, and I'll just like looking at him while I pour water over and massage the grapes. And I was like, because I feel I would probably recognize what these are, being the follower of the nature god. And and then after I rinse them off, I'll pop a couple in my mouth.
All right, let me see how many there are.
Thanking him the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, so it gives you a bunch of grapes, but in the end, you eat all of them. 6 of them are good berries, so you'll heal for 6 points.
Okay.
And he says, "There's nothing like some grapes after a long battle." Yeah, he reaches into his loincloth and he pulls out a few more if Vanessa's interested.
No, thank you, but I think Rosiah was hurt. She might be.
Well, no, these ones are not magical. And then he starts eating them.
Oh, okay.
Well, you aren't hurt, are you? I mean, not in this combat,
no.
at least. Yeah.
Nothing like
No, I'm down a few, but yeah.
What is this?
Right next to the plums.
He's got to go up. He's actually got to go up. So who's leaving, by the way? And what's the plan?
Well, I would give the boomerang and the scimitar to them so that they could take it up.
Okay.
And get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay down and make sure he doesn't start acting a fool.
Yeah, I guess me and Uhtred and Ruzea would go up, I guess, to bring down the chest.
Yeah, it's fun. I'll go
with
you guys.
Yeah, you guys can definitely do that. So you head up there. Let's see if I ain't even come back yet. You walk towards those cacti, and when you kind of walk into the group of them, they of course become mules again. It's an illusion, clearly, that you know about, and you're able to recover those things. Down in there, Vul is. You could see that he definitely overexerted himself because he got really excited. So he actually is like sitting against the wall, But he's kind of staring at the body in the chair, and he says, "What do you make of that, Oltan and Penesta?" He doesn't look Atlantean to me, and with that garb.
Do you think he's Ixian?
Could be. I mean, it would make sense. Those Ixians are into some dark sorcery.
Well, every time we've seen Yig, we've seen Ixian, right? Down here?
That is true.
He's wearing robes. He could be a follower of Yig.
Yes.
Almost guaranteed by the pendant on his body.
Oh, pendant. You kind of like stomp over to it. He looks at it. Oh.
Don't touch anything.
What do you mean?
Don't touch it.
Yes.
What do you mean? He's like sticking his finger out. What do you mean?
No, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab his hand. It's
like an inch away. What do you mean? I can't touch it.
I want to go actually walk over and look at the body.
Yeah.
How old is it? Is it like really old?
It's pretty old, yeah. It's desiccated. You know, it's not a skeleton, but it's all dried out. Yeah.
So if it's all dried up, does it look like the skin and whatnot is whole, or does it look like perhaps there would be an opening where the chest would be, or something like that? If I take the rope and sort of pull them apart.
Oh, you're gonna strip it?
Not strip it, just kind of pull. I just want to be able to look at it.
Oh my God! Don't touch it.
Well, I didn't touch the pendant. I'm touching his robes and pulling apart. And the reason being is because followers of Yig were sometimes known to molt. And when they molt, they come out of their human skin and as snake men. So I'm trying to look and see if maybe that's this body, if it's got like this big cut opening under there. Perhaps he molted and the snake came out and this is the husk that's left over.
Nice.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that is an excellent thought, but you do not see such signs. You would probably figure when you look at it, I mean, based on the fact that his head was on his lap, and maybe you look at the body, you could see that the neck looked like it was broken very, very violently. Like something tore its head off and put it in its lap. You open its chest up. You could see the body, too, is riddled with small holes, like bugs and stuff have eaten at it. So it's not 100%, intact, but it doesn't look like it molted off, though. That is a very good observation, though, but no. And Vol says, "You sure you don't want that pendant?"
I'm sure.
I mean, everything down here, he looks, besides the diamonds, is yours for the picking.
No, I think I'm going to leave that pendant right where it is.
We have found gold, and plus, if I'm not mistaken, you still owe us a wage for what we have done. So I think.
Oh, for sure.
I think we will be fine without. I didn't want to press my luck with other gods.
I see.
I think we've done enough. And if the others wishes to take it, it'll be on them.
Yeah, he nods. He says, "Okay. If you need me, I'll be with the diamonds." And he kind of like walks back in there. And he sits down.
For sure.
Yeah, he sits. He basically like scoops them around him, so he's like sitting in a pile of them. He like leans his head back and he's like,
I look at Ultan and I say, "Are we really going to let this happen?"
He seems. I mean, he doesn't seem to be right in the head, but he doesn't seem to be. He seems harmless.
I mean, except for when he killed the guy at the cave.
Yeah, wasn't that with the wand?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he uses the same powers that you. I mean, you've got one.
True. All right.
So he's an old man. He's got to protect himself somehow.
I suppose.
Someday, Nikki will get to kill the old guy. She just wants to kill one old guy. That's all she wants. Just let her do it.
Add this guy to the list.
Me, it's
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, First, she wants to kill Aramis. Then she wants to kill this. Like, are we sure that Panesta's not a serial killer with like, pointed thing towards old men?
Order
Well,
of death. Aramis,
I mean, they do say that snake men replace people, so maybe Panesta's actually a snake man.
Oh my god.
Would that be
She
the
did
next
sleep
shirt?
with one.
Panesta's a snake man. Okay, so you guys go up. You don't see the hyenas up there, and you're able to get the heavy metal boxes. Not like heavy metal, but heavy metal. And there's plenty of space in those boxes that you brought to fit the overflow of the green diamonds, so that you're able to secure them all within these metal boxes pretty efficiently. Vol's like watching, or he does it. I guess if you don't do it for him, but if you do it, he'll watch you to make sure you don't pocket any of them. And then once they're all set up, he says, this is perfect timing. The ship will sail in 3 days. We should be able to make it back no problem. And a nice cruise back to civilization, where you will get your reward, and we will celebrate. I will buy you the finest dinner of monkey brains and shrimp.
No thanks.
Uhtred will pull Podesta to the side and say, "Did he tell you to kill that thing because its eyes were green?"
Yes, and I know what you're thinking, but he seems okay, I guess. Ulten seems to think he's just an old man that's a little crazy.
We're a lot crazy.
What is it we are releasing upon the world?
I don't know.
Am I able to hear this conversation?
Maybe.
That's up to Uhtred how far away he took Bernista, I guess.
I mean, I just far enough away that Vol didn't hear.
Oh, well, I'm right next to Bull, so I wouldn't have heard you either. So,
Yeah, Vol's trying to figure out how to get this stuff out of here as simply as possible. He doesn't, even though there is a couple of places where you guys did not explore, he does not seem like he's wanting to wait around for you guys to do such things. He wants to get the hell out of here. He keeps mentioning the hyenas and the fact the ship leaves in 3 days.
Yes, I agree. We should get your stuff and let's move and get out of here. Some of our people need to rest anyway.
Yes,
Yes.
Uhtred, we've done what we came for. I really think it's just time to leave. Is what I say to Uhtred.
Right.
No.
I just
Well-
worry we had that guy that was a werewolf or whatever, and he was crazy because of these diamonds. And there was the other old man that Vol killed. He was crazy because of these diamonds.
Well, maybe the diamonds will kill him.
How many will he kill before they kill him?
If Rosea hears you saying this, she'll say to you, being insane is not a crime punishable by death.
Well, it depends on what town you're living in. But yeah. Vol starts to get you guys together to leave, unless you want to hang out. He's basically trying to get you guys to move along.
No, we're gonna leave.
You'll be moving a little bit slower, carrying all this stuff. But for the most part, the area has been cleared. Any animals or any scuttering or skittering that you hear is small, like those little centipedes and stuff. Nothing really bothers you as you work your way back up through the tunnels, and you surface. Yeah, of course, it's still light out, but you see the cacti still there. Will kind of looks. He shakes his head. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad that held out. I haven't cast that one in a while. They always say to take magic missile, but mass morph, that's a spell to take. Just so you know." And he helps you all load everything onto the mules and go back to camp, which is about 2 miles away. Looks like the hyena men avoided your camp because you basically brought all the supplies up with you. So your tents are still there. They didn't mess with them. and you're able to kind of set up. Of course, Vul wants all the green diamond product in his tent with him, which I don't think anybody's gonna care. He's like laying on top of it.
No, nobody.
Yeah, he's like, I have some research to do, and it's like dark, and he opens up. You're outside, and you just see like a green glow, and you see his shadow as he's like digging through the chest, and you hear like him speaking like loving words to it. Yes, you're mine. Oh yes,
See the shadow of him like dropping them down his loincloth.
Oh, he's getting even creepier. That's what Vanessa
See,
says.
now we gotta make it 18 plus crystal packs.
You're welcome.
Always Crystal.
Always
Always
Crystal.
me.
Always
It's going
crystal.
to be always me.
Yeah.
One day she'll grow up.
So don't count on it.
Yeah.
We get an HD of HP back, please.
If you sleep all night without any kind of incident.
Oh my gosh.
But you did piss off a whole bunch of hyena men.
That's true. All right. I'm gonna die. That's okay. I've come to accept it.
You might. Yeah, you get on some shifts. I guess you can. I guess it's technically Kassan's tent. I was gonna say you could have Hala's tent, but she never actually got with the group. She showed up and then went immediately into the dungeon, I think. So you go into Kassan's tent. I'm assuming they let you stay there.
Brickheeld is going to walk up to Ruzea and look at her and go, "You should rest as much as you can. I will take your watch this evening."
Thank you very much for that.
Excellent. So who's going to be on watch at midnight? Because you know what happens at midnight.
I was just about to say, sorry.
Yeah, Uhtred will.
Okay. By himself?
Sure.
Okay.
Vanessa will watch with him.
Okay. That's always a safe bet. All right, yeah. So at midnight, you're gathered around, and of course now you're probably expecting it. Though it still is a chill in your spine, maybe, as you see 2 miles off from the area where you just came, a ghostly Viking ship rise from the desert dunes and move its way past. You can hear the Vikings reveling and cheering and singing songs of the high seas and raiding. And as it gets closer and closer, you see a familiar face of Kassan and also Hala. Now on the ship, they're enjoying each other's company as well as the other Vikings as they call out to you, join us in our trip across the seas of these deserts. But first, let's make a sorcery saving throw to see if you are frightened.
Oh, I just made it. 15. Ooh.
I did not make it.
All right, Uhtred, this is beyond, anything that you've seen it now, and you thought you'd be okay with it, but maybe there's you see some of the Vikings on the ship that maybe are men that you remember from when you were young, who died horrible deaths, and as they look to you, their faces change, and snakes and worms pour from their mouths and their eyes, and you start beating a hasty retreat. Vanessa,
Okay.
Uhtred's running.
Oh, God.
At least Vanessa knows how to take them down when they run.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to whip his legs out from under him.
All right, go for it.
Okay. It's
Uhtred will
Uhtred, though. I doubt I'll be able to get him. I'm little.
Probably not.
Oh, yeah, no, not with a 5.
Yeah, you whip at him, and he's basically he's making. And actually, he's faster than you are. Probably because barbarians are fast, and he probably doesn't. He's not wearing the flamethrower anymore.
Yeah, but I am wearing chainmail, so I'm only at a 30.
Oh, are you okay? So yeah, so you're actually you could chase him down. I mean, you could try to stop him like you did with Brickhild, but Uhtred's quite strong.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me to see how long you run. This Alchemist can't stop you.
5.
Oh, hey, that's a long time. All right. You're going to be running for about an hour or so.
I
if
mean,
Vanessa
I
doesn't
would
stop
try
you.
to tackle. I would try to tackle him.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that could be how Uhtred leaves the party. You know, he just runs off and
Oh,
and we never see him. Well, and then you show
joins
up
the
again. You're
ghost
like,
ship.
guys,
what the
you
hell?
left me
me?
there. Is that what you want? I'd rather leave you in the town. But
Okay.
if you want to, yeah, no,
I will try to tackle him. I think Panesta would run after him. That's what she'd do.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is, all said and done, maybe we don't have to roleplay it out, is that luckily tonight it is 10 degrees, which means you will not die of hypothermia in the desert. You'll just be cold. So you probably chase Uhtred, repeatedly trying to tackle him, but he just evades you and is quite strong. And eventually he stops and turns back. And Uhtred, you're probably like, what the... Like, you probably don't remember even what happened because you were in Sorcehold. Sorcehold, did I say? Yeah.
Panesta, what are we doing out here?
Oh my god! Now you have to carry me back.
What?
Gonna force you to carry me. I don't want to walk all the way back there. I chased you out here.
The rest of us all got peaceful sleep because we missed our
Exactly.
last watches.
That's right. Nobody woke you up for a watch because they ran off into the desert. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's see if the hyena man showed up while we were sleeping.
No, they don't.
Stabbed us in our...
You all no, they did not. But thank you, Crystal, for that. Yeah, so eventually, you know, whether, I guess Uhtred carries you back or however you do it.
Piggyback ride.
You know, you're able to navigate. Luckily, though, you didn't lose him because you might have got lost out there, Panesta, but Uhtred being a master tracker. Yeah, by the time you guys get back in the morning, you're like, oh, crap. And you probably didn't get as good a rest as everybody else. So I'm going to say that you guys don't get to roll your hit die to heal.
Jeez, Panesta, I don't know why you took me out there.
Oh my god!
But everyone else does. Let me actually heal up Vol, too, because he's actually hurt. Oh, wow, okay. Everybody can roll one hit die plus their con, except for Panesta and Uhtred, who spent the night running through the desert.
I just smack Uhtred and walk away from him.
What'd I do?
Ugh. I'm not going on watch with you again.
Kind of looks sad.
Excellent. Yeah, so the morning comes. You're all awakened. Vol's actually up and very spirited this morning. He says, you know, I haven't felt this good in a long time. I've been got a new sense of vigor. My research can move forward. I probably have more green diamonds than anybody has ever had. And well, I guess they had them at one point because they were there. But and currently, anybody ever had. I feel good.
Rosalia's cooking up breakfast and still bloodied.
Yeah. And he says, I have to thank you all. I would not have been able to do this without you. Without you, I would never have gotten all these green diamonds. Who knows what benefits they could have to the world. And you only have 5 mules, but you also lost, but you used up a lot of your supplies. You're probably going to have to, like, leave. Basically, you end up, and he doesn't care. He's got the green diamonds, he does not care. So whatever, like, extra digging stuff you had, like picks and shovels and all that other kind of crap, you just leave it. And maybe even, like, most of the tents, you just take, like, the most basic stuff back so you can actually get the treasure onto the mules. And also water, because you don't want to travel without water, I'm assuming. You actually have... So you need 13 gallons of water a day. So you actually 3 days. So 13 times 3 is 39. So you'll get back to shore with just a little bit of water left. So that actually worked out really well for you. Let me just see if anything happens on the way. I don't think it probably will. There's only a very small chance. Nope. You know, as you travel back, Vul becomes more and more kind of quiet. You know, each night he just goes into his tent and researches with the jewels. You actually, if you took the time to count it because you had time, you did get. I'll just let you know. I'll put it in the experience point stuff, but I'll let you know what you got. You got a bunch of gold. Well, remember you had that. I already put it in the other experience points, but you got that gem from last time. The the cask or chest, I should say, that was down here had 512 gold, 718 electrum, and 902 silver. Also, that scimitar and boomerang are both magic. Yeah. So you got a decent amount of treasure from that. Plus, of course, he's going to pay you when you get back to town. And yeah, as you get to the shores of the Hyperborean Sea, you can see, because it's actually the third day, so it actually worked out perfectly time-wise. You can see the ship approaching to take you back to your homes. Anything you want to do in the Diamond Desert before you get on the ship?
We got 2 more days worth of hit points.
Yeah, you would have got 2 more days for the hit points too.
Did Ultan heal me at all during that time?
I don't know. Did he?
I'm
Were you
gonna
nice to
count
him?
that as a no.
Did he heal you? Did you threaten to kill him? I don't know.
Kinda did.
Well, if you don't want to heal me for that, whatever.
No.
Well, I'm not 100% sure that his god will allow him to heal you after that kind of shit. You don't think that it's a good idea. So it's not on you, Rush. You were this paladin supposedly threatened your life after you saved her. You know, we're trying to save her anyways. If you cast a healing spell upon her, it does not work.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
That's fine.
I would have tried, or at least prayed to see about it.
Yep, your god is like, now that this paladin's gonna have to prove to you that that they are friendly, because right now they've chosen to be an enemy on some level with that kind of threat.
That's fine.
Yep. But you will get 2 more days of healing, plus your con bonus. Make sure you add that if you have a con bonus. Did you want to stay out here, Richard, or do you want to go back to Cremarium? You could go to Chimeria. Well, no, but you're a Viking, right? Which
Sorry,
is here.
yeah, he would probably head home actually for a while.
Okay. All right. So you'll go back to Cremarium with the rest. Assuming that nobody wants to do anything special in the Diamond Desert, you get on the ship and start to head back. They have since you were gone for a week, they had made another trip down to Calencia, where you guys had stopped before, and they actually got more water and stuff. So you don't need to stop there on the way back, unless you wanted to. But Fool is not. He's not really in a rush, but he's not. He's kind of, like I said, you didn't see him much on the trip there. You see him even less now. He's basically in the front quarters there, studying the diamonds.
That's just lovely.
Yeah. So it takes about 10 days to sail back. It's pretty uneventful. It's getting colder and colder as you sail back. And you're coming into the winter here. So let me place where you guys would be. So you start to sail back on the 25th day of the 2nd month. It takes 10 days to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You arrive back on Saturn Day, the 7th day of the 3rd month of the 8th year. And of course, that's a day of rest. So when you guys arrive back, nobody's really working or anything. And of course, you got 10 more days of healing, yes.
I do want to say, at the end of each of those days, I would have laid on hands all time anyway. I don't care. 4 points each day. I mean, I know we'll have all our HP back, but I just want to do it for roleplay purposes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. If you do that every day, I'm sorry, go ahead, Rush.
Well, I was gonna say he would thank you for it, but then he would also, he would replete his case, and he would actually somewhat apologize. He said, I was not trying to keep you from the fight, and I would say, but we had an ancient weapon that filled a room full of fire, and we had just lost a companion, and I didn't want to see our newest companion get lost by being engulfed in flame, and that was the only reason that I pulled you from the room. And he says, but I understand the zealotry that's involved, and I I will be more mindful of it in the future.
She'll nod and she'll say, I respect that. I can understand it on some level, but I am a weapon of Apollo. If I die in battle, that is to glory for me. Do not pull me from combat.
I should have realized, and I shall assist you next time by not pulling you.
By getting the hell out. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, you all make it back to Cromarium, as I said, on the 7th day of the 3rd month of the 8th year. I think at this point we will. You'll get back. He will, of course, pay you, Vol, the remainder of what you are owed. He sticks to his word that he doesn't ask for anything else. I mean, you take any treasure that you recovered except for the diamonds. You didn't try to keep any of the diamonds, so he doesn't give you any hard time. The crew is very friendly as always. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, I want to add one thing. I'd like to retcon something because I don't think it covered, but we never did cover disposing of Hala. So
she got burnt.
Yeah,
We burned her.
Yeah, me and Uhtred piled it up and burned her.
I missed that. Sorry. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, she got the old Viking burn treatment.
As long as she was taken care of.
Yep, of course. Uhtred, you're leaving to go home. Do you want to say anything to your adventurers, or are you just going to leave them in the dark?
Uhtred will go up to Penesta and he'll say, Penesta, you are a great friend. We have traveled much together and experienced many great battles. I will always hold you in my heart, but I must head home for now. I feel a need and am drawn to home. So I shall leave you for now. And he'll say to Brighild and Altan, I have known you two much shorter time than I have known Penesta, but we have fought together many times as well, and I consider you great friends. And to Ruziah, he'll say, you have much potential as a fighter, but I wish you good luck. And that's what he'll say.
Awesome.
Ultan
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to say if somebody wanted to respond.
I was going to say Ultan will respond in Uhtred's own language, that he feels likewise. His sword will be missed like no other, and that I will say prayers to Yunde every day to see you home safe, and hopefully one day back at our side when you finish the thing that you must do. And but tonight we drink.
Yeah, Brighild will reach and grab him and just give him a big hug. And when she pulls back, you see the wetness out of her eyes, and she looks at Uhtred and she goes, You're a great battle master. It has been a lot you've taught me, even though I don't fight close up most times like you. It's been something you've taught me in battle, and I will carry it on, and maybe our paths will cross again, brother.
And Penesta will jump up to hug him because she's so short. And she'll say, you assisted me in my greatest time of need, and I will never, ever forget that. I will write you a fantastic song, and one day you'll hear it as many bards will sing it, and you'll think of me, and I will miss you. And that's what she'll say.
Uhtred will step back and he'll have a tear kind of running down his corner of his eye. And he'll nod and turn and walk away.
Excellent. Well, I think we'll leave it there, guys. And next session we will begin another adventure. It'd be sad to see Kenneth go for now, but maybe at some point you'll be able to join us again. Uhtred was a major part of the campaign, and you played him amazing. I will miss him.
That's the queen.
Yeah, exactly.
right?
I will miss him and you, and yeah, we will come back next week to kill some.